What if the life you desire isn't far away? What if it already exists right now in a dimension you just haven't aligned with yet? You've been taught to believe that life happens to you, that your circumstances define your worth, that you must struggle, strive, and survive. But here's the truth most people never hear. You are more powerful than you've ever imagined. You are energy, you are consciousness, and that means you're also a creator. So today, I want to invite you to remember something ancient, something that science is only now beginning to rediscover. Everything is connected, and that includes you. Once you understand the link between quantum entanglement and your subconscious mind, you'll see the truth. You've always had the power to shift your entire reality. This isn't just knowledge, this is a transmission, and if you're open, it might just change everything. Let's begin with a lie. Not just any lie, but the deepest, most dangerous one of all, the one that made you forget who you are, the one that taught you to live in fear, in isolation, in scarcity. The lie is, you are separate, separate from others, separate from nature, separate from abundance, from love, from wisdom, separate from the universe itself. But this separation never existed. It was taught. It was programmed, but it was never real. Modern science, especially quantum physics, has started to confirm what ancient spiritual traditions have known for centuries. Everything is interconnected. Everything vibrates as one. In a phenomenon known as quantum entanglement, two particles that were once connected remain intertwined, no matter the distance. It could be kilometers or light years. If one changes, the other reacts instantly. No wires, no signals, no delay, just pure, timeless connection. Now think about it. If subatomic particles can remain invisibly and instantly linked, why would you, made of the same particles, be any different? You are entangled too, with people, with ideas, with emotions, with timelines, with infinite possibilities. Every thought you send, every emotion you feel, is interacting with the invisible field that connects all things. This field isn't out there. It moves through you, it lives inside you, and it is you. You're not just watching reality like a movie. You are co-creating every scene, energetically, emotionally, spiritually. Have you ever felt someone's presence from afar? Or had a memory shift your emotional state in an instant? Or thought about someone, only to receive their message seconds later? None of this is coincidence. It's connection, it's resonance, it's real entanglement happening all the time. So, the real question was never, am I connected? Because you always have been. The real question is, what are you connected to right now? To scarcity, or to abundance? To fear, or to faith? To the limited version of yourself, or to the version that is already living in fullness? Separation is humanity's greatest illusion, because as long as you believe you are alone, you will struggle in a world that was actually designed to flow with you. But when you wake up, when you feel it, not just understand it, but truly feel that everything is one, you begin to operate from a higher level of consciousness. You stop chasing things, and you start aligning with them. You no longer beg for love, success, or clarity. You become the source from which those things naturally emerge, because you are not separate. You are part of the whole. And when you remember that, life begins to flow the way it was always meant to, from the inside out. Behind your conscious thoughts, there is a silent force, incredibly powerful, that's shaping your life, your decisions, your relationships, and your outcomes. That force is called your subconscious mind, and here's a truth that might change everything. It doesn't just influence what you do, it controls 95% of your life. Yes, you heard that right. While you believe you're making conscious, logical choices, you're actually repeating patterns that were installed a long, long time ago. Your subconscious mind began forming before you could even understand the world, before logic, before discernment, before choice. In the early years of life, your brain operated in theta waves, a deeply receptive, hypnotic state. Everything you saw, heard, or felt became truth, became programming, became the script of your inner reality. And here's the part no one ever told you. If you grew up hearing that the world is dangerous, that money is hard to get, that love leads to pain, that dreaming big is foolish, those ideas were stored in your subconscious as commands. And to this day, even if you consciously want the opposite, that's what your energy is still broadcasting into the universe. The subconscious doesn't argue. It doesn't filter. It doesn't debate. It simply accepts, repeats, and manifests. And that's why you often sabotage yourself without realizing it. You say you want to thrive, but feel guilty receiving. You say you want to love, but fear being seen. You say you want to grow, but unconsciously shrink. Because your deeper mind is still running on an old script, a story that isn't even yours. Yet somehow you've been living by it. But here's the breakthrough. The subconscious is like a radio receiver. It may be tuned to fear, scarcity, or limitation. But with intention and repetition, you can change the frequency. You can rewrite the code. You can teach your subconscious that life can be light, money can flow with ease, love can heal, and success can arrive with purpose. And once you shift, what's programmed deep within, everything on the surface starts to change. Your energetic field upgrades, your emotions rise, your actions align, and inevitably, your external reality begins to reflect your new internal frequency. Because the world out there is just a mirror of what's resonating within you. Let me ask you a simple yet profound question. Do you believe your future is already written, or do you believe you can choose what comes next? Maybe you've never truly paused to reflect on this, but the answer could completely change how you live. Because here's one of the most powerful truths revealed by quantum physics and echoed by ancient spiritual traditions. You are entangled with infinite possibilities. Yes, infinite. There is a version of you that is already free, a version that is healed, a version living in wholeness, loving without fear, prospering with ease, moving through life with purpose and peace. This version is not some distant fantasy. It already exists. It vibrates within the quantum field, that invisible realm where all things are connected and anything is possible. And here's the most astonishing part. You're already connected to it. You are entangled with that timeline, like a subtle thread linking you to the highest version of your reality. But here's the key. The only thing that separates you from it is frequency. And frequency, my friend, is a choice. It's determined by the vibration you hold right now, by the thoughts you entertain, the emotions you nurture, the expectations you allow to shape your vision. Your mind is like a radio. Every thought is a signal, every emotion a frequency, every belief a key, and the reality you connect to is not the one you want the most. It's the one you resonate with the most, and that is liberating, because it means it's not about striving, it's about aligning. You don't need to chase what you desire. You need to vibrate at the level of what's already yours, and allow the universe to respond. So now I invite you to ask yourself truthfully, which version of you are you tuned into right now? The one that fears it won't work out, or the one that already knows it will? The one still carrying pain from the past, or the one that's forgiven, healed and free? The one living in scarcity, or the one who already feels abundance before it even arrives? The key is already within you, not in trying to control what's outside, but in choosing to elevate your inner frequency, because when your frequency shifts, what once felt far away begins to move closer. Doors start opening, the right people appear, ideas flow, paths align, and it's not magic. It's conscious vibration. You are not lost. You are not disconnected. You are entangled with everything that is already yours by divine design. All that's left is to remember, and to choose to resonate with the most powerful, authentic, and expanded version of yourself. This is where your true power begins, not outside, within, not by controlling circumstances, but by choosing the frequency you vibrate at, because the universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you are being. You can say 1,000 times, I want abundance, I want love, I want freedom, but if your energy is rooted in fear of not having it, in anxiety because it hasn't arrived yet, or in guilt from believing you don't deserve it, then what you're truly emitting is a frequency of lack, of scarcity, of resistance, and frequency speaks louder than words. It's your real request. It's the signal the universe hears and responds to. The law of attraction doesn't give you what you ask for. It gives you what you're in resonance with. That's why positive thinking alone is not enough. You can affirm all day long. But if deep down you're still vibrating fear, doubt, or unworthiness, nothing shifts. Because it's not about saying, it's about feeling. It's about being. You must embody the new frequency before the new reality shows up. You must become, energetically, the version of you who already lives what you desire. You want abundance. Begin to act with the consciousness of prosperity. Feel gratitude as if your best life is already happening. You want love? Treat yourself as someone deeply worthy of being loved. Become the source of the love you wish to receive. You want freedom? Start making choices that reflect autonomy and courage. Even the small ones, especially the small ones. Because every gesture, every thought, every feeling is a vibrational broadcast. And when your frequency aligns with the vision you carry within, something extraordinary happens. Your external reality begins to bend to your frequency. Opportunities show up, doors open, the right people appear, not because you chase them, but because you became a magnet for what you desire. This isn't about pretending. It's about remembering who you truly are and beginning to live from that truth now. That's how life changes, from the inside out, from being to having, from vibration to manifestation. Up until now, you've begun to understand your power. You've realized you're entangled with infinite possibilities, and that your outer reality is a direct reflection of your inner frequency. But now comes the natural question. How do I actually apply this? How do I align with a higher frequency in real life? The answer lies in simple practices. Practices infused with intention, presence, and repetition. 1. Quantum visualization. Before you fall asleep or just after you wake up, when your brain is in the theta state, your subconscious mind is open. In this window, you gain direct access to the control room of your internal reality. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and begin to see your dream life as if it's happening now. Feel the texture of what you desire. Visualize the colors, sounds, details, but most importantly, feel the emotion of already having it. Joy, freedom, gratitude. Don't visualize only with the eyes of your mind. Visualize with your heart, because the subconscious doesn't respond to logic. It responds to emotion that's real and repeated. And when you visualize with deep emotion, you're literally reprogramming your energetic identity. 2. Emotional anchoring with gratitude. Gratitude is the language of alignment. It's one of the fastest ways to raise your vibration, but not superficial gratitude. I'm talking about the kind you feel in your bones every day. Take just 5 minutes. Close your eyes and think of 3 things you're deeply grateful for, big or small. What matters is the energy with which you honor them. When you feel gratitude, as if the universe has already blessed you with everything, you vibrate like someone who has already received. and the universe responds to that frequency, because gratitude says, I trust, I already have, I am aligned. That's how you become a magnet for more of what you love. 3. Identity-based action. This might be the most overlooked yet most powerful tool, acting as the person you are becoming. It's not enough to think differently. You must behave in alignment with your new identity. Ask yourself every day, what would my highest self do right now? How would they respond to this challenge? What would they say? How would they move? What would they choose? And then to act from that place, even if it feels strange at first, even if it's small, especially if it's small, because every small action reinforces your new frequency. You don't change your life with one magical decision. You change it one aligned choice at a time, over and over, until your subconscious finally says, this is who we are now. And once your subconscious accepts it, it begins to support it, mirror it, and manifest it. Remember, the subconscious doesn't change through theory. He changes through emotion, plus repetition. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be intentional, present, consistent, because once your inner world truly shifts, your outer world has no choice but to follow. Now comes a truth that very few will tell you, a detail so important, yet so often overlooked, that it causes many people to fall back into the same old cycle. When you choose to change, when you raise your vibration, clear your beliefs, realign your identity, life will test you. And no, it's not because you're doing something wrong. It's not because you're being punished. And it's certainly not because it's not working. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The test is confirmation. The universe, wise and intelligent, moves like a living mirror. It needs to know if what you say you want is something you're truly ready to hold energetically. It's as if the universe is silently asking, are you really ready to become this new version of yourself? Will you maintain this frequency, even when the world still looks the same? Will you act from your new identity, even before the physical proof appears? And that is where many give up, because the old patterns will try to come back. The voices of your past will whisper doubt. Situations you thought you had already overcome may return with intensity. It's uncomfortable, it's confusing, but it's also necessary, because the universe doesn't respond to your words. It responds to the frequency you hold under pressure. When you stand through the storm in the energy of your new truth, when you choose to align with the new, even when everything still looks like the old, you cross the veil, you shift timelines. This isn't just transformation, this is rebirth. Remember this, that moment of testing is not the end. It's the threshold between who you were and who you're becoming. And the threshold always comes with friction, always comes with trials, but do not retreat. Do not lower your vibration to fit into a reality that no longer reflects your truth. Stand firm, breathe deeply, remember who you are, and declare with your presence, I am this new version, and nothing will pull me back. Because when you move through the test with awareness and courage, something sacred begins to unfold. The universe responds. Your outer reality begins to rearrange itself. Doors open, signs appear, alignments accelerate, and not because you forced it, but because you finally became compatible with your new reality. So if life tests you, smile. It's a sign that you're evolving, a sign that you're close to manifesting what was already yours by divine design. You are not here by accident. You are a spark of consciousness, entangled with infinite possibilities. And now, you've remembered who you are. You are not small. You are not powerless. You are not separate. You are connected. You are powerful. You are ready. The universe is listening to your vibration. And every moment you are broadcasting a signal, so choose it consciously. This is not about manifesting things. It's about becoming who you were meant to be. This is energy, the fullness of life, the remembrance of your truth, and the unlocking of your hidden energy. If you're ready to rise into your highest self, comment below, "I am aligned," subscribe to Volheid, and turn on notifications. Every week, we drop new transmissions to help you awaken, reprogram, and transform your reality. Your journey has just begun.